I just want to say thank you very much to all the teams that we worked together yesterday. I believe that today we will advance the work that has been done in terms of search and rescue. Weather permitting, I hope that we can make good progress. I'm happy also on behalf of my colleague Soipan to note that the Ministry of Defense has been very, very supportive. We have some of the military officers who are already being taken to the ground to help to work together with Red Cross and the local community in terms of search. I think this is a catastrophe that is really very painful to all of us as a country, and I must really appreciate the work that has been done jointly between the Ministry of Interior, the Ministry of Defense, Public Works, county governments, non-state actors, especially led by Red Cross, the local community, the well-wishers. Many people are really calling us to say that they would really want to stand with the victims of this tragedy, notwithstanding what government will do. And I'm sure that the county government was working on something to ensure that we have a better ways of channeling this support. What I'm happy is that yesterday we had a very good turnaround in terms of response. And I hope that going forward we will continue farming up our capabilities as a country to respond to disasters. And with climate change, this is a phenomenon that we will be dealing with as time goes. And I want to wish all the injured persons quick recovery, continue condoling with the families that lost their loved ones, and request all of us to support each other. I have asked yesterday the local community to work together with the chiefs, the assistant chiefs, and the Ngao officers to make sure that all of us go to safe grounds. As the rains are still on, it's important that we move many of these people to the safe grounds. Along the entire Kerio Valley is actually under threat as it continues to rain, all the way from these sides of Baringo, Keyo side, Marakwet, West Pokot. There is always danger of landslides. And I think that our Ngao officers, our county commissioners, the regional commissioner is well briefed to make sure that we give out early warning and an alert to everybody to go to safe grounds. And if we work together like this, we'll be able to resolve this issue. Kwa hivyo ningetaka kuwatakia familia ambao wameumia, wamepoteza ndugu zao, tunawafariji, tunawatakia nguvu ya kutoka Mwenyezi Mungu, na wale wenye wameumia tunawaombea wapone haraka, na tunawashukuru madaktari kwa hospitali mbalimbali ambao wamejitokeza kusaidia wale wapone. Kwa hivyo siwezi kusema mengi sana kwa sababu ndugu yangu Geoffrey ashasema, na tunasaidiana pamoja kusonga mbele. Ninaamini ya kwamba tutapiga hatua kubwa sana leo kuhakikisha kwamba tumewafikia wale wako mashinani na miili ambayo zimepatikana leo asubuhi, na wale wamepotea bado wanatafutwa. Tutafanya kila liwezekanavyo kusaidiana, na nawashukuru sana kila mmoja kwa kujitokeza. Asanteni sana. Unless there is a question really. In terms of the bodies, yesterday, I remember I announced yesterday that there are 21 bodies that were found. 21 included the 2 that were found today on the ground. When I went to Embobud yesterday, so I'm a local, so I have an advantage of continued conversation with the people there. So when I went to Embobud yesterday, we could not retrieve one body because of the access between where we were and what we call Mbolod River. The Mbolod River is the one actually that caused more damage down there. So I am sure that barring, there's a conversation with the families to see how best that can be handled. There's a request also at home there by some of the family members to say, if we found our loved ones in the situation they would have wished to bury them. But there's a government protocol for handling, in such disasters, for handling persons who have lost their loved ones. We will be engaging them to make sure that is dealt with. Today, I think the search should be able to lead us to a number of persons who are missing. And in law, you cannot say they are dead until they are established that has happened. So the missing persons will continue being sought. It's very sad, by the way, that some families lost 5, 6, immediate family members. So it's not a very easy thing. I am sure that the team has also updated you that a priority now is psychosocial support, including counseling services that are going to be dealt with. So since we did yesterday an update, this evening I think we should do another formal update in terms of the search and confirm. But as you know, last night 16 bodies we came with, who came this way. 2 were in Kapsawar, and then the other 2, 1 was still on the ground, and these other 2 that have now been finally confirmed. So we were still working with the 21 for now until we do another update later. Maybe.
Is it possible to move these people from this area?
It's not easy. Let me speak to you now as a resident. You see, the biggest problem with this issue is deforestation, the problem of landlessness. Remember that when we moved people from Embobut, again I was in the task force that we worked on that issue, we moved them below the road. Some part of the below the road was still even the forest, but it was a compromised position for the time being so that you can find a better settlement. But now if you go further to the escarpment when this, and I had a chance to go around that place, a lot of this landslide happened in the Embobut ward side. If you go further now where people own their own personal land, you will find that the kind of farming methods are precipitating this issue. Remember this ancestral harm. If you have to move everybody in Embobut, you close the whole ward. So part of the things we've been discussing with the county government is to see how we change the farming methods. Instead of doing millet and maize, it may be better to go to tree crops. And that is what, the county government and us have been conversing as people from this area to see if we can move all these people away from maize farming. Remember also that these are one community. The people in Valley and the one in Embobut, they go to Valley, they live in the Valley, they come and farm at the escarpment there. So this, we can tell them we now move maize farming to the Valley, we do irrigation. Remember that as we dealt with security issues, there is possibility that these people didn't need to come and do what they were doing, because part of the reason why that farming was happening in the escarpment is because these were people who were running away from insecurity. The reason why even where people are living now in the Valley was really driven by insecurity. Ordinarily, they would have been living in the Lob Valley. But recently we have made very, very great progress. For me, it is going to be possible to ensure that the farming methods up there, we can change to trees, tree crops, and all that kind of things to make sure that we protect the environment. And we'll work together with the relevant ministries to deal with this. There are a number of long-term issues that are necessary. And with climate change, you have also to do climate resilient infrastructure, which is the challenge in these escarpments. Beautiful tourism, many other things, but the danger with rain is that if we don't plant more trees, we are going to have this challenge. And you saw what PS Kipto was trying to do in this other part, and this is something we need to take all over the place to restore the forest.